Hi, Brian McAvoy here with Inside Out Trading. Today's message is time sensitive, so take just a minute. Don't put this off until later. You want to take just a minute right now because this is kind of a special thing that's going on this week, um, and it can really have a big impact on your trading, and you can get on a really cool project that I'm working on right now. What I'm talking about for the last year and a half, I've been doing a lot of one-on-one coaching with traders, teaching them the profit assurance method, which is what I used to turn my trading around years ago. It's the stuff that I learned in quality assurance, and I applied it to my trading, and it turned everything around. When I did that, everything changed. I went from struggling, chasing trades, chasing system after system after system, trying this, trying that, tons of trial and error, fighting my emotions every day. When I applied the quality assurance stuff to my trading, I was able to settle down. I knew I had a solid handle on things. And if you think about it, this makes sense. They call it quality assurance because it's very process focused. It's where you take an activity, you get it very settled down, you get it very consistent, you dial it in for best production, and then you build confidence with it. And that's exactly what I do with traders and what I did with my trading. So we take what you're doing, we establish the consistency first. That's where everybody gets it backwards. They think, oh, chase the profits, then I'll figure out how to be consistent with it. No, that's a backwards approach. With profit assurance, quality assurance applied to trading, what we do is we establish consistency first so that you know you have a good, consistent, repeatable process. Then we make it more profitable. We dial it in for profitability, and then we go through some very specific mental conditioning so that you're basically wired for good, consistent execution. Because, of course, you got to have your strategy and system, and then you're the other part of the equation where you execute consistently. And we take care of both sides of that. And it works. Again, it works amazingly well. It doesn't require that you have some magic, holy grail trading strategy. It doesn't require that, you spend a year on a therapist's couch figuring out what's wrong with your head. This is how you make trading work. This is the skill set that you've been missing. Do you need to have a decent strategy? Yeah, a decent strategy. Is there an element of psychology to trading? Of course. And this really, when you have the skill, see, here's what's cool. When you get skilled up, trading requires, a certain level of skills. And as long as you're operating down here, it's going to be rough. It's going to be an emotional ride. It's going to be stressful, and you're probably not going to do well. You're going to make a lot of mistakes. But as you skill up and you get the skills that you need and you pass the threshold, now things get easy and you can calm down because you're operating from a position of knowing and confidence. You know what you're doing. You have a solid handle on this. You know that your strategy and your system are solid, and you know that you're solid trading it, that you can execute it consistently and comfortably. And you can watch the market do what it does, and you're not chasing trades. You're not talking yourself into, questionable setups and that kind of stuff. The FOMO goes away because you know you're solid. You have that security in what you've got going on and in yourself. And it's a totally different experience. And when you get to this point, you'll find that a whole lot of the stuff that you think of in psychological issues, that stuff falls away because now you're operating from an entirely different position. And that's what's cool about it. And that's why I call it profit assurance. Quality assurance is all about creating a process where it's a good, repeatable process. It produces predictable results, known predictable results. And again, when you apply it to trading, it works amazingly well. And it's perfect for traders because this is the main thing that's missing is, how can I go into my trading with some confidence? Before I did this, when I was still struggling as a trader, I was going into the trading every day. Even if I was having on a good streak, if I was having a profitable month, I was still anxious every day going to the markets, just waiting for, the other shoe to drop and for me to, take another big loss and wipe out my profits. And that really gets old. To operate from a different, position where now it's like, yeah, man, I'm mentally set. Cool. Okay, so what's this project about that I'm talking about? Well, I've been teaching this one-on-one to traders for the last year and a half, very focused, one-on-one coaching. Been paying me several $1,000s for it, and I've been thrilled with the results. But I've had a lot of people that I've talked to that they're like, wow, Brian, that's a little bit of a stretch for me. Can you do something more affordable? And so what I'm doing is I'm taking the same coaching that I've been doing one-on-one, and I'm in the process of getting it into an online course where now you can have 24/7 access to online videos that teach you all the same things, and you can go at your own pace. Now, of course, it doesn't have my interaction, but it's the same teachings, and you can get access to this. Okay, so I'm putting it into an online course. Well, this is 2 stages to releasing it to the public. Right now, I'm getting ready to start the beta group stage, where I'm looking for a handful of traders between 6 and 10 that are going to give me, positive feedback on the course that, as the recordings, the initial recordings that I've got. I want you to give me your feedback on it. And, just let me know, what you like, what you don't like, what's helpful, what could be done to make it better. So I get the course itself just really refined and honed so that it's really excellent. And then your other part of it, if you get to be part of this beta group, is, I want you to give me a video case study so that, when I do launch it, the final version to the public, there's some case studies there so the people understand, and they're hearing it not just from me, but from you, that, yeah, wow, this stuff really works. And that's your part of the deal. Right now, I'm taking applications to be part of the beta group, and you can see the link in the description down below. You want to go, if you want to be part of this, and it's really cool. Again, you're going to get a first look at this. You're going to get some input on it to help make it better. I'm also going to be working with you over the next several weeks, helping to implement it and getting your feedback on it. So that's why I have to cap it. I mean, I can only work with so many people. And so if you want to get in on this, click on the link in the description below. Apply now. If you get selected, we're going to get started this weekend, which is really cool. Like I said, this is time sensitive. And I'm going to close the door for taking applications tomorrow night, Thursday evening, midnight, Thursday night, January 8th at midnight. So I'm closing the door on taking applications. On Friday, I'm going to make selections, and I will let you know via email on Friday if you're accepted, and then we're going to get started on Saturday. So yeah, this is really exciting. If you want to be part of this group, this is going to be a lot of fun. It's very limited. It's going to fill out. I mean, it's going to fill out in no time. I've already got more than enough applications, but I haven't made my selections yet. So go ahead and fill out the application. You might get in on this. If you get in on this, cool. And if you don't get in on this, that's okay. You'll still have access to the course. It'll just be the final version at regular price here in a few weeks when we launch it. So for right now, what you want to do, click on the link in the description below, get your application in, and if you get chosen, cool. We get started this weekend, and it's going to be pretty exciting. It's going to be a lot of fun. This is Brian McAvoy with Inside Out Trading. Talk to you soon. Cheers.